So you lead as a servant. So you have a servant posture in your heart when you're doing leadership, anything in leadership. It's not about just the leader. It's about the people you're serving, right? And then the second thing is serving as a king, which means you do it like a king would, like a royal king, where you have resources. You don't do it cheap. You do it right.
Hello, everyone. We are Greg and Jackie Francis, and welcome to High Performance Parenting, where our passionate goal is to encourage you to raise champion children in a crazy world. Every week, we will bring you multiple episodes from our extensive experience of raising our six happy, healthy, successful, godly kids who are confidently equipped to win big in life.
We deeply believe that any parent who is provided with the right knowledge and continual support can raise amazing kids. And when they do, all of our futures get better. If raising up future generations of absolute champions matters to you as much as it does to us, here's how you can contribute. Like and share this podcast with everyone you know. And together, let's embrace this journey of raising champion kids in a crazy world.
All right, we're going to continue our conversation with Abbie and Crissy Lou here about looking forward to this next year. So just finished up with looking forward to learning something new. And now, how about this one? What do you think your biggest risk will be that you're going to take this year?
Ooh. That's a good one, Dad. I need to think. Tough one.
Yeah. It's interesting when you have to think on your feet like this and you don't have an answer, but you don't want dead space on the podcast.
Yeah, and you're not on your feet.
So it's like the pressure builds.
Yeah, and you're not on your feet. You're sitting
That's true.
down.
We're sitting. Yeah, we got to think on our seat.
Yeah. Okay, it's funny. Maybe one of the biggest risks that I would take is maybe doing my marketplace goal for earning money. I don't know exactly how it's all going to work and what business really to start with my many ideas. But I got to keep working along, or whether even I have the amount of money I need to start it up. I need to figure out the best way I can to start it up, because once I start it, then it just all goes up from there.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel like it's fun having a life where you can have a balance of risks and a balance of, I don't know, playing it safe, I guess. But you don't want to be too risky or too playing it safe. So I said, yeah, I feel like it's really fun having these 12-week goals about like whether it's spiritual or marketplace. I think that's really fun. And I think, I don't know what risk I'm going to take. I feel like I've mentioned my starting a new business quite a bit, but I feel like that's probably going to be a risk of trying to learn something new in such a quick time. I'm trying to launch the whole thing in 12 weeks, and I feel like that's kind of a risk to try to launch it so quick, but I know I can do it because I can do all things. So that'll be a big risk for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's all new, so it is, it's but that's the beauty of it. You're risking potential failure, right? But that also puts you in position to succeed.
Yeah. It's like in Monopoly when you're trying to build houses and they cost $200 and you have $400 and you spend your whole $400. You could either get a really big gain or a really bad loss, but you need to take the risk.
Yeah, because otherwise if you don't, you play too safe and other people start, then you get behind and you start losing all your cash flow. Yeah, Monopoly is a good thing. We could do episodes on Monopoly. There's so many good lessons in it.
Yeah.
You guys are like professionals. It's amazing. Okay. How about this? What is one yet undeveloped talent you're willing to explore this year? And it might overlap with some of our previous questions.
Mine overlaps definitely is writing a book. That's
Okay.
undeveloped.
Writing a book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like an undeveloped talent for me, I've really seen that. My dad has said that I have a spiritual gifting of teaching because whenever we're talking about something, I can come up with an example, or I just love teaching. Teaching never tires me out.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to develop that gift.
That's awesome. Okay. Okay, here's one you're probably not going to expect. What's one thing, or what's something that brings you a lot of joy that you would like to maybe spend more time doing?
Well, I always have things I feel like I always make the time for is spending time with my dogs. They give me so much joy. I just love it. So maybe it's during all this business, I can bring my dog Indigo. She's my baby. She's so special. I can just bring her along with me while I'm doing different things, because a lot of my goals right now are just things I can do in the house. It's not like things I have to go out and do.
Yeah.
So like whether it's this morning I was working in my dad's office in here, doing some goal setting stuff. I could have brought her along and
That's a good
had some
idea.
time
Sure.
with her, because it gets really busy and sometimes you just kind of forget, but it's always nice to have that time with her. And also I really like to do arts and crafts. I like to crochet, I like to sew, I like to do all of that stuff. So whether it's just like on days, it just depends. Sometimes I go through spurts where I really want to do it, and sometimes I go through spurts where I really don't want to do it.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's like when I really want to do it, just make the time to actually have fun with it. So yeah, those are things I really enjoy.
Okay.
Me and Abbie are both very artsy, so I really enjoy. I'm making this crocheted blanket right now because she taught me how to crochet this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make time to do that, get all the materials, and finish it, because my mom said that since it has like 5 different colors in it and one of them's green, we can put it in our room that has like a green accent wall on the couch and be like the beautiful accessory. So I'm excited for that.
Did you mean last year, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little tricky right now. We just switched years.
Right, and
Like
it's hard also
12
because,
hours ago.
Yeah, 12 hours ago. But like also we write the date on like our writing assignments or whatever. So we need to make sure we write 2024 now.
I know. Sometimes it takes me like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
So, okay. How about this? What loving service would you like to do this year?
That's a good one. I feel like let me think.
I could think of one for a family. We really should take at least maybe once, maybe twice, and do neighborhood pickup like we
Yeah.
do.
Oh yeah.
Or we usually take our ranger and all the kids jump in the back, and we have them jump out and pick up any kind of paper, trash to our community. It's just fun to do. It's nice to go out there and just do it to just bless everybody.
Yeah, I remember doing that. We used to do that. It was really fun, actually. Like,
I
doing
don't
it.
remember it.
And I'm sure we made a competition where whoever can
I'm
pick
sure
up
we
the
did.
most
Remember-
trash is the winner.
You know, another thing we haven't done in a while that we used to do at the lake house is we used to, remember we would make, whether it was like a Christmas card from our family and it had scriptures on it, and we'd print off, whatever, 100 copies.
And we wrote on our ranger and went to
we drop them off in
mailboxes.
everybody's mailboxes. We should do that here in our community
Yeah,
again.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's good. I'll write that down.
It was house. It was like we had a dead end, so we were near. We would go up and down, and we'd go in all the houses.
Wow, you almost just fell off your chair.
I did.
We need a video of this. It's kind of, you guys would be entertained if you were watching this. How they're both fighting over this microphone. They're both almost falling off their chair. They're stealing each other's pens. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on off microphone here.
Crissy tried to steal my pen that I was using.
And Abby's like, you have a pen right
You
there.
guys are starting to get a little giggly and goofy because we've been doing this for like an hour now.
Yeah.
And you need a break.
And it's hard to sit still. I'm like clanking my my chair against Abby's, and Dad's like, don't do that.
Stop making noise. Okay. All right. So what are they?
Oh yeah.
You guys threw me there
It's
for a
not
minute.
just us, Dad.
Apparently.
Wait, so what's the question?
Yeah, exactly. What is the question? Loving service you're
yeah.
gonna do this year. Wow.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh, let's think. A loving service. I think.
And I can think of one for you. And didn't you say you're gonna do something to serve in the church this year?
Yeah, I did. So we went through the DNA class at our church talking about the culture and how it started and all that. And you had to go through all 3 classes before you can serve. So we did that last year. So I'm really excited to serve at the church because I've never been in a position like that before. And I love serving. And I want to do someday something to do with teaching. But I'm going to do the other stuff that I can be most helpful in right now because our church is so new. It just started this year. So I'm just going to wait for whatever they want me in.
Yeah, for sure. Ebbs?
Maybe one thing that could be very helpful is we want to start a garden, and I've always loved gardening. That's always been my thing. Like in Wisconsin, I was the person that did the gardening. It'll be helpful. I'll have more helpers because we're going to make this a pretty big garden is what we're going to do. But make sure that I'm fully prepared with all the stuff that we need to read, so I'm ready for when we want to start it to be the most helpful I can be in different ways, because we first actually got to build something. It's like an aquaponics thing is what we're doing, where you can use fish, and it can be the fish fertilize the plants, and then the water like goes down. It's like a whole cycle, which is really cool. So I just want to make sure I'm very helpful and prepared, and then possibly from all that we can produce, we can pretty much like give it to other people through all the helping.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. It's one of the things we're going to do. We're going to get some really good gardening going this year, and then anything extra we have, we'll give it to our neighbors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Pretty fun.
Are we going to do the consequence yet? I'm still waiting to see if you're going to ask the question for a consequence.
Not yet. Don't get ahead of it here. You're not hosting. You're the guest. Okay. All right. And what word would you guys, or words, would you like to have be your theme word for this year?
Maybe persevere. It would be a
okay.
good word. Just keep pushing through. So that'd probably be my word for the year.
I like that.
I think my word will be maybe serve, because I feel like a lot of things of my goals are going to be to help serve other people, even like some things serve myself, like make time for the stuff that I enjoy, or like when we go around and do neighborhood stuff, or serve in the church, or anything it is. I just think my word will be serve.
It's good. Okay, so make sure you guys both print off those words in big, bold letters, too, and put them where you're going to have it in front of you all the time. I was telling Mom this, but like there was a couple things for me. One was embrace change, but another one was just I really want to grow in my leadership this year. And there's a great statement I heard where it says we're supposed to lead as a servant, but serve as a king. In other words, it's like you just realize that the greatest leaders are the greatest servers. And so I'm going to get my serve game even better, whether it's coaching clients or even in this podcast, just, playing at my optimal level to give the best I can of myself to be able to help others, whether it's helping you guys, get through this year, accomplishing goals and being there for you and helping you with everything you need help with, and going the extra mile in that, whether it's doing some stuff through the church or I always feel like I can help leaders a lot. So I'm going to serve them. And then also serving as a king. So you lead as a servant. So you have a servant posture in your heart when you're doing leadership, anything in leadership. It's not about just the leader. It's about the people you're serving, right? And then the second thing is serving as a king, which means you do it like a king would, like a royal king, where you have resources. You don't do it cheap. You do it right, and you do it with a level of excellence. And there's a standard in how you serve, because it's easy to kind of serve in kind of a cheap way or an easy way, and you feel like you still did more than most, or you can do it like a king would, a king that you would want people to be proud of being in that kingdom, because we are kings and queens of the king, So, God gives us territories that we are supposed to colonize, which basically is supposed to be a reflection of heaven, right, here on earth. And so, part of one of my kingdoms. Now, remember, when I say my kingdom, I'm saying I'm a colony of God's kingdom, right? I'm trying to replicate it. One of mine is our family. Another one is our actual home here. It's not ours, it's God's. And so taking the right care of it and having it set up right. And that's why we do all the gardening and make it super fruitful, and also have it be so abundant that it actually is more than enough for us. Because that's a biblical principle. It's to always have more than enough. He said, I came to give you life and life more abundantly. So we have to operate in a level of abundance around here. And so that's going to be part of my theme for the year, which I think is going to be very, very awesome. And I'm excited about it. So I know in the future, and maybe next time we do these, we're going to talk through specifics of goal setting. Like we've just been talking about, getting our thoughts landed, talking about philosophy for next year. But next time, we will actually sit down if you ladies would like to join us again.
Sure.
And we'll go through this whole process we just went through so people can learn from it and what you guys are doing, what I'm doing, how we're staying accountable to it. We just started our first day today. I have a whole bunch of daily routine stuff like breath work, where it's a certain type of breathing that you do to oxygenate your blood every single day. And you stand outside and do it. And I did it today. It was awesome. I almost passed out in the stairs out there.
I don't understand. When you get more air, you feel like passing out. It's so weird.
And you also did a cold shower today.
And I did my first cold shower today. We don't have a cold plunge here, and we might get one at some point, but even the cold shower was very effective, I will tell you. Yeah. Yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. It makes your body go into like protection mode, and then it releases all this unique stuff in your system that helps fight off disease and everything else, and just makes you healthy. In fact, it's also one of the fastest ways to burn fat is when you actually are in cold water, because it removes stuff out of you faster than anything else does. So, anyways, but I did that today, which is pretty awesome. Of course, my prayer time, my other stuff, read my chapter I wanted to read. I pretty much got all my stuff done for the day already. Did my confessions. When I got in here, Abbie was already in my office. She beat me to it. She was already doing all of her stuff. You did scare me. I didn't expect anybody to be in here. But we'll go through a lot of this next time because I think it'll be super helpful. And what's going to be fun is that there's going to come a time when you guys are listening to this and you have a 9-year-old or 10-year-old kid, and they're listening to this with you, and they're hearing you guys talk at 13 and 14 years old and telling your goals, and you'll be passing this whole process onto them too, right?
Wow, yeah.
Which is really awesome.
That's
so
great.
Thanks for joining us, you guys. You guys did amazing, and we're looking forward to next time.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get you an extra microphone so you have to fight over it.
That would be great.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening and thanks for your love and support. We hope that today's episode added tremendous value to you and your family. It would mean so much to us if you would partner with us on our mission of helping parents around the globe raise champion children in this crazy world.
To do so, simply take a moment to like and share this podcast with everyone in your network. See you next time.